Who's the next person to introduce themselves?
I'm Gary Brazier. I've been doing MMA for 2 years. We started out here at this dojo, and then took a break. And then when the Robert Shields location opened up, we transferred in.
Nice. Two claps. And let's go kind of like a stress drill. As soon as somebody's done, the next person's already up.
Hi, good morning. My name is Bobby. I've been training here for I don't even remember how many years. It's
About 6.
about six. Ever since I've been training here basically since I was here in Florida. What was the other part I had to say?
That's good enough. Next.
Red Tanner. I've been here since February of 2020 at the Land Lake. Yeah, I just kind of want this.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ephraim Gerstein, and I am Bobby's dad. And as Bobby's dad, I can tell you that he's been training here at Land Lakes. He's in his 7th year.
All right. Yeah.
6th,
Nice.
and I'm this size too.
Hi, I'm Paige Davies. I'm trained here at the Land Lakes location, and I just celebrated 1 year.
Yeah.
We probably
I'm Matthew Wichowski.
Yeah. That was awesome. By the way, that gave me an idea for some video content. We got to get that. That was good. That was good. All right. Who's next? Who's next?
I'm Jacob Geskiner. I've been training here 7 years.
All right. Awesome. Who's next?
Hi, I'm Kent Jones. I've been training here for between 2 and 3 years, and I've trained this year.
And you already had a black belt when you started and all that good stuff.
For
Yeah.
when not.
Yeah. You did it again and you're looking great. Keep it the good work.
I'm my freshman. I've been here 3 years at this point.
Good claps.
Hello, my name is Daniel Bridgeville, and I've been training at the Land Lakes location for about 7-8 years now.
Nice. 2 claps.
Robert Wessel, I've been representing for Richie and started last September.
Yeah. Yeah, at least. That means you were one of the pioneers, at least, huh? Second student. That's amazing. You see, you'll still have that bragging right when he's got a couple hundred students. So that's cool. It'll always be. Go ahead, Flavio.
I'm Preston from you. We are we in the head of this dojo, and also help with food.
Yeah. Come on. We got something going on now. Who's next? Come on, go. Somebody go. Go, Sister Michelle.
I'm fencing with Doug. No, over for years now. Training here with both of my kids. My daughter went to Maga because we direct. To the door and say.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. And you are testing for your 4th degree master instructor in September. Yeah.
It's bringing health team, one instructor here, mainly the youth instructor, and I'm going for 3rd degree.
Yeah. Go ahead, son.
So you know what's the instructor so we can or sense this testing my experiences.
Yeah. Who else? Come on, I see some more people here. Check up. You could do it. Come on, guys, give them some encouragement. Here. All right, go ahead. We're back. All right. Go. Go.
I'm guessing 30 years.
All right, good job. You want to introduce both of you?
Yeah, sure. I'm Will Burlow. Been training a year. I am a senior student at Fort Ritchie School. Which means I'm number 1. Okay. He's awesome. She's been training a little under a year, and
Yeah. Jacob, you ready? Oh, you ready? Just tell them Dominic, train with Sensei James.
You know, just like when we're introducing people to class.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Dominic, and I train at Newport, which is school.
Do you love it? Just say if you love it or not. Do you love it? Okay, good. That was dangerous. I was like, all right. Come on, come on, your turn. Oh, you're the not shy one. I remember. All right, good.
My name is Josiah. I train at the Land Lake School, and I like training at the Land Lake School.
Sorry, he's a what do you call that? Crossed over to the other side. Yeah. And you've also been there from the beginning. I remember it was at the grand opening. We signed y'all up too, right? Like, yeah. I love it. Go, Harriet.
And I've been training here for like 5 to 6 years.
All right, Harriet. Oh, Dax.
My name is Dax, and I've been training here for 2 to 3 years.
Really? Seemed like longer, but all right. Clap it up. Have you introduced yourself yet? Stand up. You want your mom to do it with you?
Her name is Clementine, and we've been training for 1 year.
All right, clap it up. Isn't it funny how, and of course, this was no part of the class, but it felt appropriate to do. But isn't it funny how, like, I guarantee that the Newport Richey clan isn't shy with each other. I know the Land O'Lakes clan isn't shy. She's not shy. But isn't it funny how much it changes when you get in an unknown environment, right? Just by having some different people that you don't know, it feels totally different. It's kind of like this is what I always mean when I say that the character and leadership development piece of what we do is just like the Krav Maga piece of what we do, right? Because like if you watch that last drill, you're probably like, oh my God, what are those guys doing? Like it's crazy. At that level, their skills are so good that the variables are purposely almost chaotic to create more challenge and more reality and more, right? Anyway, the point of the story is like when you're a level 1 student, you eventually get very, very comfortable with defending yourself against chokes, right? And then you become up, and then it's like, okay, I got that down now. It flies out of my body all the time. And then you go to level 2, and you're like, oh, but now they're hitting me with air hugs and rear naked chokes and all this other stuff, and now it feels scary again. And then at some point that feels easy. And then, at some point, eventually, you're also getting attacked with sticks and knives and guns, and then it's scary. But then eventually, that is easy. Multiple attackers, all the things. The point is that it's the same way with this. Like the first level is being able to stand up and do that student creed in front of your class. By the way, we are recording, right? Okay. It's to be able to do that student creed in front of your class, right? And it's a big accomplishment. Does everybody remember that day? How many people have had their first day of getting up in front of the whole class and doing your student creed? You were scared, but then afterwards you felt great, right? Yeah, that's an easy example of developing public speaking. And then it gets to a point where you can even be pretty comfortable doing in front of your classmates more challenging things. But then it gets to where like you come and it's just the 2 schools, but there's people's faces you don't recognize and it's scary again. And then one day, a lot of you'll be standing on stages talking to hundreds of people. And because you've prepared for it, it will come natural to you. Natural to you. Everything that comes natural to any of us became natural because we did it while it was hard. There's a myth that people are born great at something. It's not true. You might have proclivities of things that you will do better at because you love them. but nobody was born a great doctor or a great lawyer or a great teacher or a great anything or a great anything. Oh, that's right. You went through all those things. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's had an interesting story you ever want to talk to, and done it all with some real challenges. And yet he was a lawyer, he was a businessman, now he teaches. He just went through all these career changes. But my point is every time you do any of those things, they're challenging and scary at first. I did a video the other day. I'm curious to how many people actually get to see my videos. I did one on doing hard things. It was called Doing Hard Things the Right Way. Who saw that? Hey, very few, honestly. I would like to challenge you to make sure you're getting in the school community. It'll be always in the school community, or if you like Facebook, it's usually on the official KMMA page or something like that. And it supports the lessons. We do the lessons in the classroom, but I go deeper. And so, for example, this one on doing hard things the right way, here's what it meant, Jake, was that we have to, as parents, as teachers, as leaders of business professionals or medical professionals or whoever we're leading, we have to have our people that we lead do hard things that make them uncomfortable. Because without that, if we protect them from that, what do they never do? Grow. Who said it? Good job, Will. Give them 2 claps. There's no growth in the comfort zone. But here's what we also know. The way many leaders do it is not the way. See, it's right in our mission statement, which we're about to talk about, empowering. And empowering means that we have people do hard things in a way where they experience victories, smaller victories along the way, so they can handle bigger challenges along the way. But if you throw a student right into the deep end, which, by the way, how many other people, because I was one of them, and I still swim like I'm trying to save my life, how many people actually got thrown into a pool to learn to swim, right? Like that was crazy, but it was what they did. And it's why we swim the way we do. Right? And yeah, my kids, on the other hand, I sent them through the school, and they swim really well. So my point is, there's a right way and a wrong way to teach any skill. And the right way is succeed at this, now do that challenge. Succeed at this, now do that challenge. Succeed at this. And before you know it, the person is doing amazingly difficult things. But we just have to resist the temptation to just throw them in and say, well, he's got to learn. Right? I'm not saying that that's never true. It's to a point sometimes where you have to do that. But more often than not, it's not true. Because when you experience real failure, because there's difference. What happens in a stress drill when you make a mistake, that's not failure. But when you experience real failure, what do most people, if they haven't already been prepared to the correct place, do? Quit, whatever it is. Not only do they quit, but more insidious than that, they develop a psychology of a quitter. They begin to believe that they can't do hard things. Now, they don't even know that they think that. 9 times out of 10, they don't realize that they think that way because it's all happening on the subconscious. Almost everything's happening on the subconscious. Conscious mind is this. There's a great book. You know, I'm always recommending books. If you want to read a simple read to your kids on this subject, it's called The Ant and the Elephant. The Ant and the Elephant. And I'll kind of give you the secret at the end. The ant is the conscious mind. The elephant is the subconscious mind. And until the ant learns to control the elephant, in fact, in this particular story, the ant doesn't even realize he's on an elephant for part of the story. So, you know, it's a good story. But anyway, the point is that there's lots of scripts that we run that we don't even realize we run. It's our job to try to take control of those things. Okay. All right. Now should I finally get to the lesson plan? All right. So the lesson plan is actually, because today's day 1 of our new CIT. I've been, of course, teaching all of these concepts for many years. Like, there's probably going to be very few things, though there may be some, because I learn something new every day. But there's probably going to be very few things that my sensei say they've never seen before. However, what we're going to do is get it better organized than we ever have, where it's actually going to become the manual that I'm actually going to publish in print. And in the future, like as soon as somebody joins leadership, they'll actually get this manual in their hands with a bunch of just blanks like what you're going to have today. And then I think it'll help because in the same way as so many other ways, we help the student begin with the end in mind. The student will be able to look and go, wow, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to learn, right? And then fill it out over time. Does that make sense? So you guys are helping. And of course, anytime you're going to start something on an organizational level, you should always go back to the vision and mission. By the way, these are all with hole punches so that because all of you are supposed to get leadership notebooks. If you don't have any yet, don't worry, we won't necessarily do it right now. I don't even know if we have them. If we do, you can pass them out. But if not, Sensei James will bring them back to your school, and then all you're doing is creating your own handbook by putting them in the 3-ring binder. Okay. Who wants to help these out? Elise, you want to come on? Elise, thank you, gentlemen. But I want to let the kids. I think it's so good for them. Thank you, Elise. Samantha, you want to do so too? You start on the second row here. Oh, and you went to 2, Clementine? All right, perfect. You go back there. Okay, one more. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Good job. Now, while you're getting it, you want to pass some out too? No? You want to? Okay. While you're getting them, here, you step behind here, all these guys, okay? While you're getting them, you don't have to try to read it all. And we're not even going to go through every line right now. I'm going to tell you off the top of my head the vision and the mission. And I'm even going to tell you a little of the history that's not on the paper. Good job. Good job. Thank you, Elise. Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. Oh, you forgot yourself? That was awesome servant leadership, Elise. It happens that way. It happens that way sometimes. Thank you, Samantha. That's right. See, you all learn from each other. Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. So the vision is back to the one that I wrote all the way back. The problem is you're not gonna have enough for everybody though, right? Oh, are there? Okay. But let's do that. Let's do that after we talk here. All right. If you don't have a notebook, see Sensei Aiden at the end and grab one and you'll be able to put this in it. Okay. Now, because like I said, I'm going to just talk you through this. In fact, I just violated one of the CASCUBE principles. And CASCUBE, which is a military leadership thing, they say never give out the paper until you've talked to them because now they're reading the paper instead of, and I didn't. I made that mistake. See, it goes to show you. Take away 2 class for me. All right, all right, all right. All right. So I wrote this vision back in October of 2000. An interesting piece of the history is I actually had evolved it, but the original was better. So I went back to the original. The mission, the evolved version is better because the original mission statement I wrote was like a whole page. And I learned that a mission should be something people can remember and say off the top of their head. So this is the evolved version of that. But the vision, since all the way back then, and it's been true, it just gets progressively more true, is that we improve individuals, families, and societies one black belt at a time. And I gotta tell you, it's like the fact that I have kids and grandkids and people coming in here all the time that, telling me their stories of what they've done when they left. I told somebody a couple days ago, and I can't remember who I was talking to, but I told him, I said, when I wrote all these things, when we started the school, it was all a hypothesis. But it's not a hypothesis anymore. Like we have proven what our black belt leadership program can do again and again. We have proven what our certified instructor training program can do again and again. So I get to say without any doubt in my mind now, and my sensei get to say without any doubt in their mind now, if you trust me with your child, the rest of their life will be better for it. And I know I speak about the children a lot, and actually a lot of my elder statesmen and stuff will say, you always talk about the children, and you did the same for us, right? Right? But I talk to the children for two reasons. One, most of us have some, most of us, and we care about them more than anything in the world. And the second is I teach this to my young instructors is you are the expert. You are the one that's there to teach those adults. But if you teach to their kids, you never condescend to the adult. And that's really the thing there. But we know that anything that's good for the kids is also good for the adults. In fact, it's funny because Grandmaster Smith told me that back in his day, this is funny because it's exactly opposite of the mistake. God bless you, Eric. It's exactly the opposite of the mistake that we make today. Not we, but like in society, right? Most martial arts instructors in average martial arts schools. He said back in his day, the leadership stuff was the other way around. He said people were going, when they first started, people were going, yeah, that stuff's good for the adults, but you can't give that to a bunch of kids. See, the funny thing is now, teachers in schools that don't understand what we do, they think the opposite. They think, oh, the leadership stuff's good for the kids, but adults already got leadership. They don't need leadership. Oh, right? It's funny. It was the opposite back then. Of course, part of it was because of something we're going to talk about today, which is that, personal development is a lifelong journey, right? And, the original personal and professional development fields were for adults. The fact that we do it with kids is how we improve society one black belt at a time. Because how many people know, watch this, and I don't care which side of the aisle you're on for what I'm about to say. How many people know people who spend more time complaining or thinking or wishing that somehow somebody at some level is going to come in and change things for the better for them, right? I mean, and while there might be some truth in that, it's not the most important truth. The most important truth is the way that we get successful, the way that we have a good life, the way that is by what we do for ourselves and our kids. And now I am preaching to the choir. I apologize. I know you guys all know that. So the vision, though, which we are exercising and which I think you're all bought into, is that we improve society. One individual, one family, one black belt at a time. I will tell you the interesting thing is, back then, when I wrote it originally, we didn't have many families training together. Now most of our families training together. So that has evolved. And I do think it makes a big difference. Now the mission is that we create confident, competent black belt leaders, prepared to survive and thrive in any situation and empowered to lead where they are and into their future. By the way, I'll just tell you. So the vision is meant to be something, what's that word where you're never going to catch it?
It's like a platonic ideal, sort of.
Yeah, there's this real easy word that I always use for it, and I can't remember it right now. Anyways, it's future looking, right? We're probably going to be chasing it for sure for the rest of my life, and probably for the rest of everybody's life. But yes.
Sorry, I don't know if this is the word you were thinking of, but it's one I like to use. Braille.
Nice. I would never ever think to use that word, but that's because you're smarter than me. Aspirational, that's the one. Give her 2 claps. Yes. Now I got to go home and look up that one, Ephraim. I'll tell you what. All right. So aspirational, I know though. And the mission statement isn't though. See, the difference is the mission statement is individual. That's why we take it personally every time we put one of you on the wall. Have we started that there yet? We're going to get that going there too. Because what this is a picture. It's a picture of the commitment that you made, right? And that we made, because it's our mission. And there's 2 parts to the promise. One is we're going to get you there. So that's why we hate it when people quit. Because we can't control everything, and some people are still going to quit. But second is we also got to deliver on the promise. And the promise is when you make it to 2nd degree confident, competent black belt leader, you be prepared for success at anything. And that's what all this is about. Now, by the way, the last thing I'll say before we move on to the next slide is this certified instructor training program, to me, is the flagship for these reasons. The black belt leadership program, with or without the CIT, will deliver on the promise. But why do I love the CIT so much? By definition, in the title, what are you creating?
More workers for you. What's the-
Actually, I guess, it's funny. It also rubbed me that way first, but in a way, he's right. I mean, because workers are, look, I mean, if you happen to be Christian, I know you're Jewish, I'm not saying, but if you happen to be Christian, that's exactly what the calling is to get the workers, to get the workers out in the ministry. So in that sense, I agree with you. Not workers in the sense of employees, because not. But I'll be to you, Jacob, as soon as I'm finished. But it is workers in the sense that this is a mission. I mean, shoot, I'll love it when one day we could actually have it. Come on in, Mike, just join us. I'll love it when one day we could actually somehow have a ministry as well that went out and did it to all the world that couldn't do it, right? Like, I mean, that's how positively I feel about this thing. So, go ahead, Jacob.
Like,
It's okay. But listen, you guys are onto it. The point is that the certified instructor training program is what produces the sensei that continue to carry on the mission. And by the way, it's more important to me than it was 25 years ago when I started the school. Because for the first 20, I was still that 16-hour a day guy. I was boom, charging all the time, right? And besides the fact that that isn't scalable, you can't grow something that way. Besides that, you get old. And you don't want to do that right? So I do want to do this for the rest of my life, but I want to do it through them. Okay. All right. So put that in there because it's got the core values and everything too. And then the next thing we're going to talk about today, and I forgot, I was going to put up one of those things that we write it, but we don't have to. We'll just talk. We're just going to go fast. Let's just talk. And I'm talking especially to the kids because I know most of you already are living your career. You're living your calling. So if you're an adult that's not living your calling yet, I'm also speaking to you. But I'm mostly talking to the kids because they don't even know what their calling is yet. So today's discussion is, what are the things that would be important to you in crafting your perfect life, including your perfect career? So in other words, like when you have that dream about this is who I want to be when I grow up, what are some of the things that life has to include? And I'll tell you, I'm going to kind of tell you some secrets about why we're doing this exercise. Is the way that it mostly happens today is not right. Like, you may or may not know this, but statistically speaking, the number one thing that you'll hear from a young person when you ask them what they want to be is an influencer. And they mean an online, and they mean an online influencer. And it's because they believe all the lies of what they see online and they don't know how to figure out what they really want to be. So, and I'm not telling you can't be an influencer if that's what you want to do. I'm not slamming you, but I'm saying don't do it because that guy up there or whatever, and you think, oh, he's probably not even really rich. And if he is, it's not enough reason to choose a calling. Yes, sir.
I always tell my students that I am an influencer par excellence.
Yeah,
Because not only do I influence individuals, I influence them and things.
absolutely. And that is what we do for real. But what I'm saying is, look, here was the version of it back when we were kids. When we were kids, that way wasn't right either. Your parent told you what you were going to do, right? Like when you grow up, this is what you're going to do, right? Like that wasn't right either. Chapter 7 of the book is right. You figure out where my book. If you don't know, chapter 7 is the one on figuring out what your calling is. And you look in it and you say, what are the things that I have some gifts in? What are the things that bring me joy? What are the things where I feel like I can make a positive difference in the world? So that's one part of what we're talking about. The second part is, what would the quality of life be like? What are the things that are important to you? All right? Who wants to start? I know it's a hard question. We got to do hard things. Yes, sir.
No, I just wanted to start with teaching. And I kind of fell into it and found out that I was really good at it and I had a love for it. And so just over a year ago, when you asked me to open the second school, I was like, I'm not ready for this, but I want this. And I want to have my own dojo to create the culture that was an extension of when I started training with you. And I wanted to change the culture of Port Richey and all the surrounding areas. I wanted to make better students. I wanted to prevent the bullying. I mean, my first time driving out to the dojo, I saw kids assaulting each other in front of a Pasco County crossing guard. Like it was that rough. And I wanted to change that. And the quality of life is I just want to make sure that my parents are taken care of, that I have a nice dojo, that I have a nice house, nothing big or extravagant, just a couple bedrooms and a bathroom, you know, the simple things, a yard for the dog, and that I could control my schedule. That was the biggest thing that I was looking for, was all of that.
All right, give my hand. Now, as a kid, let me, as a kid, you're not going to be able to do that or what he's going to do. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, what, because I have not made these classes long enough. What, just give me a word. When you grow up, when I grow up, I want to be, and it can be happy, strong, smart, you know, whatever it is. When I grow up, I want to be smart and kind. I like it. Good, give it 2 claps. Honor, what's one for you? Strong and smart. Okay, 2 claps. Alice, what is it? Brave. Wow. 2 claps. Anybody else? Anybody else? Dominic, you got one? What is it?
Confidence.
Confident. I like it.
I want to be great.
I want to be great. I love that.
Whatever I
I love that. I love, it's funny, this morning I was walking out and I asked my wife, I said, all right, wish me luck. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, I said, that I'll be great today. And she said, well, that's not luck. You're always great. And I said, oh, well, that's sweet. I said, and then I thought about it on the way in. I said, you know, and you're correct. But for myself, because I've been working a lot on the humility muscle, I thought on the way in, you know, great is the wrong word for me, because I was like, what I really mean is pray for me that I can sow into these people in a way that is positive and changes their life today. Right? That's really what we mean when we talk about it. To me, at least, to me, that's an important part of why I choose this. Is that I want to make sure that what I'm doing made a difference when I'm gone. Yes, ma'am. What is it? Be careful. Wow. That's interesting. Good. Because all these things can start to inform the greater discussion. I probably asked too big of a question. Daniel. Influential. I like it. I see these things are important. And the reason they're important is because they're important to you. So that's where I want to wrap this up, is that you want to make sure that you actually pursue something that's going to be meaningful to you, that is going to be important to you. So in other words, like, even though this is a certified instructor training course, and I really hope that some of my best future sensei are sitting in this room. But whether you ever become a sensei or not will be based on what's important to you. You have to decide, you know, like I would assume that the doctors in the room, big piece of it was they wanted to help other people, right? They wanted to, you know, but there's probably some other things that they could come up with, right? And there's people that help other people through financial counseling and stuff in here. And there's, you know, there's all kinds of, and I got multiple doctors for some reason, but it, you know, whatever it is, or he's a teacher, right? Obviously, to especially to have been a lawyer and then decide to be a public school teacher, obviously service is a big piece of what he wants to do, right? Like, so this is the point, is you have to think of those things now so that you chase what you want, not what somebody else wants for you. And then I'm going to tell you that the things I'm going to teach you in this certified instructor training program, as we go through this each week, will help you with whatever that is. Some of you will stay on to help do this, but whatever you decide you're called to do, if you can actually use the skills to do that thing with excellence, then our job here is done. Okay. Now we got another handout I'm going to give you, and then here's the way we're going to handle it because I know I'm really out of time. So here's the way we're going to handle it: is I'm going to do a follow-on video, where I'm going to give you, like, you listen to my video and you fill out the blanks, and then you'll see that there's also some questions for reflection. So here's what we're going to do: you get to fill out the blanks by just listening to the video and filling out the blanks. How many of you are on the school community? SKOOL. Okay, if you're not, make sure that you get on there, because that's probably the easiest place, because social media has so much stuff. If you go to school, it's just our stuff. And then the bonus points are the questions for reflection. Okay, and then on the back, because today's lesson plan was actually supposed to be about the invitation, something that class that Jim Rohn gave me 20 years ago. The invitation to a life of personal professional development. And what that means is listening to and reading and actually doing things like this, right? You've already accepted the invitation to some degree just by being here. So the thing on the back, it says, write down 3 great books you've read and 3 great books you want to read. And then there's also a recommended reading list down there that we just copied and pasted off my website. It's my recommended reading list that's been there for years. Okay, everybody got it? Who's going to help me pass them out this time? This time, okay, come on. Just come on out. Come on out. Thank you. Thank you. And you can give I have plenty, so give to all the parents and everything too, and make sure everybody gets. If we somehow could know everybody that was here, I could also send an email with the,
That's easy. Pictures,
yes.
because I know everybody's faces.
All right. Thank you. All right, before the end of the day, I'm going to send you the invite to the school community. And then in the school community will be, and then in the school, thank you. And then in the school community will be the follow-on homework and all that. Oh, you know, it'd be really cool. Here's bonus to the bonus to the bonus. If in the school string where I put the video and you did the reflection and you want to really go for an extra bonus, you put a video in the comment section, or just type in the comment section with your response. That would be cool. And this is a private school community, so you know I'm not doing it to build up a social following or anything. It's for you. This is just that's what I like about it, is only KMMA people that I allow in the group. Okay. I know I talked a lot today. I apologize, but thank you for coming. And in reality, every week the CIT will be a lesson that we'll be able to get to faster, and there'll be some practice teaching and stuff as well. But then also know that the biggest part of the practice teaching happens where? Somebody else other than Sensei James knows the answer. Where's the biggest part of the practice teaching happen? In the dojo, on the floor, right? Where you actually get where your sensei and you say, what class do you need some help with? And remember, you're allowed to help. You're allowed to help as long as it's a level below you, right? So like if you're a green belt, you can help with the basic class and you can help with the freshman class. Freshman class is white, yellow, orange belts, right? And if you're a black belt, you can help in any class, right? So the point is that it's got to be at least one level below you. And then the final piece is this, is that remember that when you do this, you're shadowing the instructor. One, you're learning the leadership and the teaching, but what's the other thing that gets way better? Tell them, Sensei Michelle.
Your technique is better.
Yes. 'Cause exactly right. Exactly right. All right, guys. I got a challenge. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody jump up who can lead this class in the instructor creed. You know the instructor creed, Daniel? Whoa! Call them to attention first. Because they're going to actually follow you.
I will teach this class as though it's the most important class that I will ever teach.
And they were
I will teach this class as though it's the most important class that I will ever teach. I am patient and enthusiastic.
I am enthusiastic.
I lead by example.
yeah. All right, now, good job, Daniel. Now we'll go one step down. Who's the kid who wants to do the black belt creed? You both can go up there together. Okay. Go. Go ahead, Andrew. You start out. Oh, at least two. All right, at least you lead the way. Go. Say sign of the warrior, sign of the scholar. I am.
I am.
All of you together. A dedicated student.
I am. I dedicate you downstairs.
Comedy. All right, picture. Come on, everybody come around for a picture. Come on, everybody. Get somebody over there with our camera.
You're not allowed to hide. Right here.
Let's give the camera to somebody and get in here, Sensei James.
In the picture.
Nope. Come on in.
You might have a good path to get everybody.
Wow, this is a good looking group.
You're very nice to go.
All right, everybody look forward. Big smiles.
2, 3, there you go.
All right, coming up. Hey, good job, Elise. Proud of you. All right, get your stuff. Next class is starting, so come on. This class really should have started 15 minutes ago, right? Is that true? Where are we at? 9:45 was CIT. Oh no, it's 45 minutes. I'm right on spot, right?
CIT split be 40.
Yes. 10:30. It is 10:30. I didn't even follow the house. I did it. I thought
Do we have leadership today?
that was. No, your regular leadership class with a sword will be at the end of your class. Hey guys, by the way, talking to the Land O'Lakes student, if you're confused of the way the leadership class works now, we just went back to the way we did it for years, which is the last 15 minutes of each class is the weapon. Now it hasn't changed over there. He's still got it the other way, but I was talking to them. Good to see you.
Oh, you too.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was
good?
good. It was really no fun. It was really good.
Okay,
And
good.
it was good to see in the paper. See in the papers and see, oh, I read this.
Oh yeah,
This is a good one on you guys.
that's good. That's good. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
House.
Yeah,
So I did not talk too much. It was okay. Okay.
really great.
Thank you.
Great,
Thank
really.
Thank you. Thank you.
For the invitation today. So you will be doing, sir, you will be
Oh, yes, sir.
present here all like
For a while.
For a while.
You know what the goal was that we made is that, tell me if you think this is a good idea. What James and I talked about is until we have that manual produced, like I'll do it all first time. And by the time we actually have the creation of the, then the next evolution, he'll start it over there as well. And we'll do it in both places.
What would you do is really great, and when you say this, it's actually true. When you are accustomed to the people that you have in your door, and then when you bring new
So
people,
you're saying that it's better to keep doing this anyway,
sure, maybe here.
back and forth. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. All right, Sensei Winston, get this next class going.
Thank you.
Yeah. thank
For
you.
this
Y-
class,
Yes, yes. Yep. Hey, what level is this?
for training,
Can't you take the class? Yeah.
maybe
Hey, if you came from Port Richie
you want
and you're a level 2 or level 3 student, you can jump in this class now if you want.
Some of your makeup class. Hello.
How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, who was it? Sensei Ellen was talking to me about the renewal.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready to do it?
I might be, yeah, I think I'm leaning towards that way.
All right.
So,
Well, you want to do it with me so I can say I got it done while she was gone?
yeah, I mean, when she said it was in September, so I,
Yeah, we can renew it now and I can still make it go for a whole nother year from September
oh,
like we do. You want to do that?
yeah, we could do that. I just told her that, I got kids and kinds of activities, so I'll make what I can
She
make.
tell me that part. I know,
Okay,
but
yeah,
no, I'll let her still do it because she's the one that worked it.
Okay.
But I'll contact her and let her know we had this talk and she can go ahead and do it.
okay.
And that'll be a good because she's out sick. So
Oh,
this would make her very happy.
hey.
Yeah, she will be now. She actually did get COVID,
Yeah.
but she was gone for the whole week and
Oh,
you know,
man.
so she hasn't had the fever now for 48 hours. So she'll be, but I told her, I said, rest through the weekend and come back Monday.
Get your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris power.
That's right. You watch that stuff too.
Hey, Grandmaster,
How are you, buddy?
back.
I know you're,
Remember?
I do remember.
I just got my clearance from doctor like a week ago. I'm ready for a strike test already.
I love it.
Look at all this.
Love it.
I'll be coming 4 times a week.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay.
And I have to have 8 classes to get a strike test, right?
Yeah. But
Correct?
yes. Yes.
I mean, in this quarter.
Yes. You're going to be fine.
Yeah,
We'll get you right back on track.
yeah,
Hey, Mike's back. He beat it. Make sure to make a big deal about that.
yeah. It's good to be back. And first thing I asked the surgeon can I do my karate?
Can I tell everybody right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys, take a knee. I just want to tell you guys something real quick. And then Winston and Sensei, and they're going to get you guys training. But I just wanted, because we're all one big family here. And we got people even from both locations, which is so exciting today. But if you guys notice, Mike's been gone for a while. Well, that's because he's been battling cancer. But as we do, he just kicked its butt. And it's gone, it's in remission, and he's back to training. And give him a big hand. He's tough as nails anyway, but that's an ultimate adversary. And and look, there's all kinds of things we can do to try to help us not end up in that situation. It still can happen. And and everybody, I bet you every grown-up in the room already knows somebody that they lost to. Both my dads I lost that way. But every time somebody can beat it, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, and he's back with you and he's excited to train. And so I have a feeling this is going to be the best class ever.
All right.
Give him a big hand.